If I have unlimited money, what will be my dream camera? Am I going to get an Olympus camera again? Do I still use my GX85? Welcome to my channel, I'm Gary Wiryawan and welcome to Q&A. In this video, I will answer some of your comments, and if you have any questions that you would like me to answer, you can comment on any of my video and maybe your comment will be featured on a future Q&A video. Now let's start with the first comment. First comment, Gary, if money was no object, what would your dream camera be? Dream big or go home? Want? Canon EOS C70, Canon 50mm f1.2, have Lumix G9 Mark II, Leica 42.5mm f1.4. Thank you for the question. I think this is an interesting one. If money was no object, then I would not buy a new camera because my perfect camera doesn't exist yet. So what I would do instead with that unlimited amount of money is to buy the entire research and development team of the Panasonic Lumix company, and then I would develop a new GX Lumix camera with fully articulating screen, audio jack, hot shoe, PDAF, in-body stabilizer, great manual control with size and weight that is still very compact. Anyway, I made a video about my version of the Dream GX camera some time ago. You might want to check out this video on the card above. But if this has to be an existing camera and I cannot cheat by purchasing the entire research and development team of the Panasonic Lumix, then probably I will go the Leica route. I will probably get a Leica M11P with some lenses like the 21, 28, 50 and 70mm lenses. Because Leica, I have an M8 right here. It's just such a fun camera. It's not for my day-to-day photography kind of stuff. It's not for serious project photography. It's not for travel photography, but just for a camera when I want to just go out and take pictures and have fun with the process of taking pictures and just enjoying photography, immersing myself in the picture taking process. Next comment, OM system when? If OM system makes a camera that is very similar to my version of the perfect camera, rangefinder with articulating screen, an audio jack, hot shoe, in-body stabilizer, face detect autofocus, and something that's not too large and heavy, then I would probably get it. As of right now, I'm really interested in the Olympus EPL cameras, especially the older ones. I might want to try to get some of the used EPL camera, but we'll see because right now I haven't really decided yet. Next comment. Hi, nice video and great lens. How did you make macro with this lens, Spider? With close-up lens added or just cropping? Thank you. So I will put the picture of the Spider that was being referred on the comment right now so you can see. But yes, I was using a macro screw-on adapter on my Olympus 75mm lens. I lost that actual screw-on macro adapter when I was moving to this new house, so that's very unfortunate. But that time, that was my solution for capturing macro shots. I didn't have a dedicated macro lens at that time. Right now, I already have the Leica 60mm f2.8. This is a great macro lens that doesn't really cost that much. And yeah, I love this so much. I didn't really do macro a whole lot, but if you want to learn more about the Leica lens, you can check out the link up here. Next comment. Oh no, you breathe onto your lenses to clean them. Your breath is not very clean. Personally, I think that each time you clean your lens front element, you are degrading it a bit. That adds up over time and it will eventually begin to get noticeable. This is a religious subject, but I put good quality protection filters on all my lenses. If they get grimy from ordinary use, I put them all in the dishwasher, but not on lasagna night. Yes, I do believe that you don't put a lot of thought into caring for your gear. That's okay, means you buy more gear and do more reviews. Yes, when I clean my lens, I will usually breathe onto them like so and then clean it with clean microfiber cloth, and then I think this is already clean. But yeah, you may be right. Maybe it will degrade the quality of the front element of the lens over a long run. But most of my lenses, they are really old lenses. They are more than 10 years old and most of them are both used. And I didn't really see any sign of degradation in terms of image quality on any of my old lenses. So I don't know. But one point that I want to emphasize from your comment is that you are correct. When you want to take better care of your gear, a good quality UV filter might be a better solution to protect the front element of your lens so that you can just clean the UV filter without having to touch any of your lens at all. Hey friends, sorry for interrupting this video. Just a quick announcement, if you want to learn how to take better pictures, you should check out my course ebook called Simplifying Travel Photography. In this ebook, you will learn all the things that you need to know about travel photography and just photography in general. It is based on my 12+ years experience as an enthusiast travel photographer after visiting more than 20 countries around the world. And that includes composition, layering, storytelling, camera settings, mastering your lenses and focal lengths, best travel cameras, best travel lenses, travel photography gear, and many more, including plenty of sample pictures. If you are interested in getting this ebook and you want to purchase it, you can go to this link right here or scan this QR code right here using your phone, or you can go to the description below. I will put the link there as well. By purchasing this ebook, you will greatly help me to continue making high quality photography content on this channel. Thank you, and now let's continue with the video. Next comment. Also, macro and wildlife as OM digital solution focus only on these two genres when releasing new cameras and lenses. So this comment is about my video of the top 3 photography genre for micro four thirds. You can check out the video up here on the link. However, I agree with the points mentioned in the comments. For wildlife, you need long telephoto lenses, and usually long telephoto lenses are large, heavy, bulky in other camera formats, but not in micro four thirds. Over here, we have the Panasonic Lumix 100 to 300mm. Excellent telephoto lens, ultra telephoto. It can cover 300mm in micro four thirds term. That is 600mm in full frame, and usually 600mm lenses will be like this long and it will be very heavy. Look at this guy, it's relatively small. No, it's not small in micro four thirds standard, but when you compare it to other camera formats, this is small. And regarding macro, I kind of agree as well, because with macro photography, you ended up needing more depth of field. You don't really want that razor thin focus area. So with micro four thirds, you get inherent more depth of field because of the sensor size, and that would always be helpful. Next comment. Why put a 67mm filter adapter and not a 46mm one directly? Excellent question. This is about my Laowa 7.5mm f2 lens, which has a lens diameter of 46mm. And the answer to that is because it's cheaper to just have one filter and a whole bunch of step-up rings for my other lenses. It's more economical because step-up rings are quite cheap. They're probably just about $5–10. Whereas the filter could cost you up to $50 or even $100. So yeah, it's just for economical reason. My largest diameter lens is 67mm. This guy right here, the Leica 8 to 18mm. This is 67, so I don't need any step-up ring for that. I can just put my filter like so. But for the Laowa, I have to put the 46 to 67mm of step-up ring, and then I can just do this with my filter. So very simple. Next comment. On the EPL sale, Olympus needs more coverage on this channel. The OM5 especially nearly ticks all your requirements. Well, regarding Olympus coverage, I have plenty of Olympus lenses. I have the 75, I have the 45, I have the 12 to 40, which I use almost every day to record B-rolls and for all of the thumbnails that I captured for all of my videos. So yeah, Olympus actually gets a lot of coverage on my channel. However, in terms of camera body, OM5 is a great camera, but it's not really my style. I'm more into the rangefinder kind of style. So yeah, I'm still on the hunt for a good EPL camera, especially maybe EPL7, EPL8, EPL9, that kind of stuff. I want to try to get one of them. Maybe the end of this year or maybe next year. I still need to save a little bit of money first. Next comment. Interesting scenery. The colors with the Canon G15 look much darker than with the Pana cams. What do you do to get the same colors with cameras of different brands? So this comment is about a vlog that I posted a few weeks ago regarding shooting with 3 different kinds of cameras, and you can check out the vlog up here on the link above, or if I'm running out of cards availability, I will put it on the description as well. But on that video, I was shooting with 3 different kinds of cameras. The 2 other cameras were shooting in RAW, so they get my usual post-processing treatment in Lightroom, but the G15 is shooting JPEG, and with JPEG I don't want to use Lightroom at all. I don't want any kind of post-processing, and that's always been the problem with JPEG. When I'm looking at the back of the screen, everything looks perfect, the exposure looks right, and the white balance looks right, and then I take the picture. But once I exported the picture out of the G15, everything looks so wrong in my phone and in my monitor and in my computer. And that's always something that I struggle with, especially when shooting JPEG. So yeah, this has been a good practice for me to become more disciplined, to understand my camera more, and not to rely on post-processing. Regarding how to make the colors between these different cameras look similar, I don't really care about that at all. I let them look different even though they might be the same brand or the same format. I just don't really care. But if this is a requirement, maybe I'm doing a project and all of the photos need to look similar, then as always, I will use Lightroom. I will do some white balance adjustment, exposure adjustment, that kind of stuff. And even I will try to match all of the effects that I use between one another and making sure on the monitor that they look indistinguishable. Next comment. How about the new D Lux 8? Also micro four thirds, right? So yeah, this comment has been replied by other viewer of the channel, Marty, and his answer I think is kind of correct. Yes, the Leica D Lux 8 is basically an LX100, which is basically a compact camera with built-in lens and a micro four thirds sensor. So yes, technically it is a micro four thirds camera, but the D Lux 8 is actually just an upgraded LX100 with different kinds of hardware and different kinds of software. So yeah, with the price tag that it's asking for basically a fancy LX100, I think it's better for you to just get an LX100 instead. It is a great compact camera. It's not too heavy. The built-in lens is very sharp, and the image quality, even though this is an old camera, is still very relevant today. There's also the LX100 Mark II. Maybe it will be a good alternative to the older LX100 as well. Next comment. I find it hard to believe you got that shot of the bird at 347 with the 14:1 40mm lens. Very fortunate, as you had to have been fully zoomed in and at the tightest aperture. The crispness looks very fortunate as the bird was in full flight, so you had to be panning with him. I imagine some crop, but let's face it, the closer he was, the harder it would have been to get him on the screen. Nice grab, as he had to be close to get the compression. Thank you for the comment. I will show the picture of the bird right now so you guys can see. And again, this was taken with the Panasonic Lumix 14:1 40mm lens. And yes, I was very fortunate. And luckily, I was taking this picture from a ship, and the ship is moving to almost a very similar speed to the bird. So it was actually easier to nail the picture of this bird while the bird was flying. And yes, the bird is actually really close, and there has been a little bit of crop on this image. But yeah, it's easier when you're moving at the same speed as the bird rather than if you are stationary and the bird is moving really fast relative to you. Next comment. Where is your GX85? Well, my GX85 is still here. I still use it. It is still great. I still love it. I use it on a lot of different kinds of projects, just not my everyday photography vlog, because now I prefer the GX850, which is smaller and lighter for my everyday photography vlog and for travel. But the GX85 has been my family and friends kind of camera, and it also has been shooting plenty of b-rolls and thumbnails as well. And I use this to capture some portraits of my wife as well. And yeah, I still love this guy. I will continue to use it until it is broken. Anyway, that wraps up today's Q&A. That is all for today's video. Hopefully this has been fun, entertaining, and informative as well. So yeah, if you have any more questions that you'd like me to answer, please comment on this video or any of my other video, and maybe I will feature your best comment on the next Q&A. So don't forget to support my channel as well by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to my channel down below. If you really like my work and you would like to support me even further, consider using the affiliate links on the description below, or use the super thanks button to make a small donation to my channel. That will always be really appreciated. Thank you, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.